Trudeau is so spectacularly incompetent that there's endless discoveries of corruption and idiocy to be unveiled. And I'm afraid for Pierre Poilievre that he's going to be left with a terrible mess and will immediately be blamed by the remnants of the legacy media, which he'll also help dispense with, because I think the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation is on the chopping block, which it richly deserves. $1.4 billion in direct subsidy a year, $600 million in government advertising. You go to the CBC YouTube channel and look at the last 50 things they posted, and this includes whole shows like specials that they've made, sitcoms, etc., where they're posting them for free. They all have under 100 views each.
Oof.
Which means that the only people who watched them are the people who made them, and probably not even then. And of course, they disallow comments because CBC is too clueless to understand that if you're going to be successful in the social media world, you have to understand the ecosystems that you're trying to participate in. And comments on YouTube are actually mandatory, not optional. And so, anyways, it's a sad scenario, and I wish Danielle Smith plenty of luck in Alberta as she's trying to take on the federal government. She's a tough cookie and a reliable person as far as I'm concerned. And Pierre he's got his rough edges and he's got sharp teeth, and someone like that is necessary, but he's also maturing very rapidly into his role. I really like his wife, and he's got an actual family instead of the pretend family that our friend Justin had. And it's not a facade or a lie like Justin's whole life. And so with any luck, next October, Canada will flip hard, and much harder than the United States has. Obviously Trump won a spectacular victory, but it's still about a 50-50 split in the United States. Whereas in Canada, it's going to go 90-10, I think.
You think? I don't know.
Oh, it will in terms of the election results. Oh, I could see a situation easily where the Liberals lose their party status, because you have to have a certain number of seats. You have to win a certain number of ridings, constituencies, to maintain your status as a party. I could easily see that, not the Liberals failing at that and actually not existing as a political party anymore. That'll be Justin Trudeau's legacy.
Well, they've moved so far left, there isn't a political party there.
Well, there's certainly not a socialist political party left.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now the NDP, the Socialist Party, will pick up a fair number of the people who are too daft to know that the whole woke mob scene of idiocy is over. And there's, the NDP in Canada has picked up 20% of the population since like 1960. That's unlikely to change. But the Conservatives are going to win an overwhelming victory, and they're actually conservative, God willing. And so, which means in American terms that they're basically classic liberals, by the way, because Canadian Conservatives are centrists by by the standards of any other country.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Anyways, it's a painful thing to watch the country degenerate into fractious poverty as a consequence of nothing other than immaturity, which is like the hallmark of Trudeau. He's so immature. He looks like a 14-year-old. It's no wonder he was like, I learned this when I was a therapist. I learned to look at people to see how old they were psychologically. Like, I could watch my clients while they were telling me stories, especially stories about their past. They would take on the facial expressions of children sometimes when they were talking about past experiences, especially traumatic experiences. And I learned how to see how old people were. And I swear, this is not a personal slur. Trudeau is somewhere between 13 and 15. And that's not good when you're 50. He was at a Taylor Swift concert the other day, non-ironically handing out friendship bracelets while Montreal burned. It's not acceptable.